Okay, and then we go to yung medyo mas specific na, especially if we're not very sure or kapag hindi natin um, established kung ano ba yung baseline when it comes to laboratory safety. So first is know your chemicals. So this one, it's also um, quite basic, especially when you're working in the chemical laboratory. So for me, I'm a chemist. I'm an analytical chemist. So I work with a lot of chemicals. Since yung lab ko is more of a chromatography laboratory, yung nature of the chemicals that I work with are more of solvents. And so for me, I need to know like what are the properties and the hazards of these chemicals. I also need to know their incompatibilities and reactions. I need to know their properties. So for example, meron kang flammable solvents and oxidizers. Definitely you cannot put them together. So oxidizers will definitely, when put together with flammable solvents, can cause fire. And so that is an incompatibility that I need to take note of. You also have to know the proper handling and storage of your chemicals. So depende sa chemicals mo, they will have different storage conditions, and we will cover that more in a bit. So we have different chemical hazards. Depende sa chemical. One chemical can have multiple hazards. Some will have mainly one particular hazard. And so these are like the different hazardous chemicals classifications based on the globally harmonized system. So you have chemicals that are explosives, including those that are self-reactives, organic peroxides. You have the flammables that are your, of course, flammable gases, aerosols, liquids and solids, pyrophoric liquids or solids, self-heating substances, self-reactive substances, those that react with water and produces flammable gases such as hydrogen gas, organic peroxides, and then you also have your oxidizers, which oxidizes gases, liquids, and solids. You have your corrosives, such as acids and bases, that can cause skin corrosions, burns, eye damage, and can corrode metal. You have your compressed gases. So this will be your nitrogen gas or oxygen gas that are in compressed cylinders. You also have your irritants, skin sensitizers, oxytoxins, those that can cause narcotic effects, respiratory tract irritants, hazardous to the ozone layer, and so forth. You have, etong sa bungo is your toxic substances. So those that can cause toxicity when they are inhaled, ingested, or absorbed through the skin. You also have those that are of particular hazard to certain organs. So you have those that are reproductive toxins, those that can target your kidney, liver, etc. And you also have environmental hazards. So though I think it's also mostly yung mga corrosives natin and some other compounds that are considered to be environmental pollutants and can be toxic to aquatic organisms. And so ito yung mga different classifications nga ng chemicals, yung hazards of the different chemicals. And these are very important for us to take note of. And later on, we need these classifications actually